What's up, guys? Chris over here at Cover 7. Hey, real quickly, just want to say thank you to everyone who's liked, commented, and subscribed. It goes a long ways on a small channel like mine. I don't claim to be a college football expert or analyst or insider. I just love college football. Nebraska happens to be my favorite team, and I just appreciate the support. I truly mean that. So while you clicked on the video, we got Oklahoma catching 5.5 points here, going on the road, like I said, to South Carolina. The over-under set to 43, which is pretty low. Why? I'll get into it here with both teams, and then at the end, I'll give you my bet. Oklahoma 5-1, only loss here, and I watched this whole game. Was to Texas last week, and it wasn't good. I'm not gonna lie, no way around it. Mateer didn't play well at all. The injury may have had something to do with that. But the stats here, man, they just don't look good. 20 of 38, which isn't great at all. For 202 yards, he had 0 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, which was a huge reason why they lost this football game. I've been harping on it all year with Oklahoma, and I'm pretty high on Oklahoma, but I've been harping on it. The lack of the run game, man. They can't run the football. What's going on with Jaden Ott, dude? Where's he been? The dude's been on a milk carton all season. He was supposed to be really good. He was from Cal. It just hasn't worked this year. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oklahoma rushed the ball 30 times, by the way, against Texas. Texas does have a good defense, but OU had 48 yards. That was it, 48. That's not going to get it done. So, the wide receiver core for Oklahoma, I think they're really good. Deion Burks, Isaiah Senega, I think that's how you say his name, and then Lewis on the outside. These guys are really good. One of the better core of receivers in the SEC. As far as the offense goes, guys, like I said, this run game's been bad. I like the wide receivers. I'm a big fan of John Mateer. I liked him back when he played at Washington State. But as far as the ranks go, too, here, guys, OU ranks 69th in total offense. They are 105th in the country in rushing offense, which is really bad. Like I alluded to, they're 34th in the country in passing offense. So as much as I harped on the offense right here, the defense it could be the best in the country here. It's been unbelievable for Venables this season. Get these ranks. Still number 1 in the country in total defense, 10th in rushing defense, 2nd in passing yards allowed, 3rd in the country with 22 sacks. These guys do everything well. They can cover, they can get to the quarterback, they can shut down your run game. It's been really good for OU. And it's going to need to be good. They got a brutal schedule coming up here, including this South Carolina game on the road. So with that being said, let's talk about South Carolina, 3-3 on the year. And I'm kind of disappointed because before the season started, guys, I kind of like South Carolina. I don't know why. I think it's because I feel bad for them, kind of like Vandy. They just haven't been real good in the SEC. They got some nice players on this team. They just don't have enough talent for Shane Beamer, unfortunately. Like I said, it's been a rough season, and boy, it does not get any easier for South Carolina going forward after this game. Check this schedule out, and I don't care if you're Ohio State playing this schedule or Bama. They had LSU last week, obviously, who they lost to 20-10. But then they have OU this week, as we're talking about. They have Bama, Ole Miss, and then Texas A&M. My God, that is probably the worst stretch of games in the country right there. Speaking of LSU, though, they dropped that game last weekend, like I said, 20-10 on offense, and it's been bad. Quarterback and my guy, Lenoris Sellers, dude, I like this kid a lot. I think he has potential to be great. I know a lot of people are very high on him. The NFL is very high on him as well going forward in maybe another year or so. It just hasn't worked out this season. He's got over 1,000 yards passing. He's only got 4 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions. The poor dude's been sacked almost 20 times, I think 19 on the year, which isn't his fault, and that's never good. The other problem here, similar to Oklahoma, these guys can't run the football either. Rashal Faison, he struggled to run the ball. I know they got a couple other backs back there. It just hasn't been good for South Carolina. Either way here, you slice it. Jacobs, Harbor on the outside. I like Nicholas Harbor, but they haven't created enough big plays this season. That's the bottom line in the passing game, and they haven't been able to get it going. Here's the ranks for South Carolina on offense, man, and it's brutal. 121st in total yards per game, 115th in rushing yards per game, 98th in passing yards per game, and almost dead last in the country in sacks allowed per game. They give up 3.5 sacks per game. That's terrible. And you're running into a buzzsaw here in OU's defense, like I just mentioned. So not looking good here if you're South Carolina. The only thing that's keeping the Gamecocks in games is this defense. And I do believe they're pretty good. They are on the field a ton, kind of like Auburn's defense. These guys are out there. Florida was kind of that way this year too as well. Texas's defense, they're out there all the goddamn time. They rank 50th in total defense, 73rd in rushing yards allowed, 40th in passing yards allowed. They're 46th in the country. Was 14 sacks on the year. So the defense isn't bad here, but like I said, offense ain't helping them out at all. My bet in this game, this one's pretty easy, and you guys probably know where I'm going with this. While I'm a firm believer in OU this year, I'm going to chalk that Texas loss up to just a letdown spot, I guess. I think Mateer was still hurt. I'm not trying to make excuses here for Oklahoma. They do need to get the run game going. There's just no way in hell I can bet on this South Carolina offense to do anything against OU's defense here. I can't. The only way South Carolina, I think, even keeps this game relatively close in a low-scoring game like I do believe this will be, John Mateer is going to have to, hand the ball over to him multiple times. That's really the only way I can see South Carolina keeping this game close. So I'm laying the points here with Oklahoma, guys. As far as the over-under goes, I'm not going to touch it. That's super low. This looks like a 20 to 17, 20 to 14, 20 to 13 type of game, in my opinion. Two pretty good defenses, OU's obviously being elite, but just horrible offense from South Carolina this year. I feel like I'm hating on the Gamecocks, who I do like, and I do like Shane Beamer, but I just don't see him getting it done in this one. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate all the support, and we'll see you next time.